relationship in the beginning between this and then that's right at the start. There's such a turning point, and then that motive that comes in, the fate motive,
Right.
which is like almost like this, but actually in a way much more sinister.
Even darker. That's that flat 6 going to 5.
That relationship,
as opposed to scale to be 5 going to 3 in the Beethoven Fifth Symphony. So, and flat 6 to 5, of course, is
you mean this?
Yeah, is a motive very much that expresses grief and pain and tragedy. And scale to be 6 going to 5 in minor, very, very dark, ominous kind of emotion.
But it evolves on a bigger scale, right?
Yeah, it occurs throughout the piece, actually. It's sort of the governing idea, because even the slow movement is cast in the key of D flat major, and Beethoven is certainly, at the outset, highlighting that particular tonal relationship to tell us that this is not going to be a happy picnic. This is going to be a dark adventure.
And one of the things I learned from all the years that I would sit in on your classes is the way that a motive like this can actually have far-reaching consequences in the architecture of a composition.
Yes, absolutely, and certainly Beethoven, most of all. I mean, he's somebody who will always take a little detail and somehow exploit it in the course of the whole piece. The greatest, you might say, achievement of expansion of the D flat C idea in this piece, in this first movement, is how in the development section he goes to D flat major. That actually becomes a real point of arrival. It becomes stabilized as a key area, and a very comforting key area.
You mean when he goes to the second theme?
Yes. Exactly.
In D flat major,
right.
yeah?
And it does feel a relief after all the tragedy and pain that we've endured throughout the exposition. So the theme comes in D flat major, and if you, let's trace what goes on after that statement of D flat.
Yeah,
major.
so then you think it's going to close, right?
Yes.
But
makes a deceptive cadence and leads to the statement of theme in this key, B flat minor. And then he starts the theme over again.
Right.
And we expect it to make a cadence, but he makes another deceptive cadence to that key.
Right.
Right. And now we're in G flat major.
Right.
Now he's risen up, you might say D flat, B flat, then up to G flat. So he's rising the scale. And then,
up in the piano as well.
Even that is going to begin a statement of the theme, right?
But then
he gets stuck, right? Yeah, he gets stuck. And he does something very different. And he breaks the sequence, breaks the pattern. Keep on going. And then he arrives on this chord, and that is, of course, that beautiful diminished seventh chord with D flat in the bass. So he's gone up 2 octaves from this note,
this D flat,
up 2 octaves to that D flat. And
so different, same D flat, but
exactly.
Totally different.
And that note, in fact, just play it from maybe the G flat from
you mean
here. Yes. Play those chords, and now play the diminished seventh chord, and we expect it to go where? Up to D natural in the bass.
I see. You mean something like
yes,
B minor or something?
Absolutely, he wants to do that.
But you mean, but then instead he goes down to there, so then he gets kind of stuck and gives up.
And in fact, the D flat goes down to C.
But the way he does it is so incredible.
And it's very, very strange, because that is a very surprising note. One doesn't expect that pitch to go down. One expects that pitch to go up. And of course, but he stays on that pitch, on that diminished seventh chord, for several bars.
Right, with the...
Yeah, exactly. And that's the moment when you might say that D flat doesn't do what we expect. It doesn't go up to D natural where we expect, but instead ultimately descends. You might say its destiny awaits that note. That tragic destiny is ultimately going to win out. And despite even Beethoven's compositional skill and genius and attempt to somehow liberate itself, destiny is preordained. That D flat ultimately has to go down to C. I mean, it's kind of a remarkable piece. The whole composition is a remarkable piece. It's one of the most tragic pieces Beethoven ever wrote.
Thank you so much for your insights, Eric.
Okay, well, it's lovely to hear you play it, and look forward to your concert.